In the multiplication rule, you multiply with the help of logarithm. For multiplication, you apply the equation log x is equal log x plus log y. If you want to multiply x into y, then log x plus log y. This is the rule. Okay. Then for division, second rule is relating to division. X divided by y. If x divided by y is there, then logarithm rule is log x minus log y. Remember this. And next is x raised to y. If x raised to y, that means base is x, power value is y. Base is x, power value is y. Then logarithm rule is y into log x. Y into log x. This is the third rule. And fourth rule is regarding the root. Y root x. Y root x. For example, square root, cube root, like that, y root x is there. If you want to calculate the y root x, you apply the logarithm. That logarithm is 1 divided by y into log x. These are the four rules applicable relating to logarithm. Okay. I think all the four rules you studied in your third semester. I'll not go for detailed explanation. Then come to the logarithm rules. How to see the logarithm? First of all, you have to find the characteristic. The logarithm is divided into two parts. One is characteristic, another is mantissa. Characteristic and mantissa. Remember this. There are two parts. One is characteristic. Another part of the logarithm is called as mantissa. Mantissa is the fraction part. Then characteristic is the integral part of power value, where base is 10. Characteristic is nothing but it is the integral value of uh, power value, where base is 10. And mantissa is the fraction part there of. So the logarithm, in the logarithm, there are two parts. One is characteristic, another is mantissa. And characteristics you have to find out. You have to find out the characteristic, and mantissa you have to see the logarithm table. Mantissa you see in the logarithm table. Okay. So I'll give you some example. For example, one is the value. What is the characteristic for this? You studied the logarithm, you tell me. What is the characteristic of one value? 1.000. Anybody tell me? What is the characteristic? How to see the logarithm for this value? I think you studied this or not. 1.00 is one value. What is the characteristic and how to see the logarithm for this? Anyone tell me? Don't know. You remember, count the digits before decimal point. count the digits, decimal point. If there are numbers, if there are digits before decimal point, then you count the digits. In that digit, you deduct one. You deduct one. Whatever answer comes, that is the characteristic. Whatever answer comes, that is the characteristics. What is the characteristic here? How many digits are there before the decimal point? Yes. How many digits are there in this number? This is after decimal point. It is before decimal point. There are 3 zeros after the decimal point. Before the decimal point, there is only one number. Okay. Then how to find out the characteristic? Before decimal point, how many digits are there? Okay, anybody tell me? How many digits are there?
One.
Only one is there. Okay. So you count the digits, and in that digit you deduct one. One is there. If you deduct one, answer is 0. Your answer is 0. Therefore, characteristic of this number is 0. Then come to the next. What is the characteristic of the second number? You see this 1.260. How many digits are there before the decimal point?
One.
One is there. Then what is the characteristic?
0.
0 is the characteristic. Okay. Then here you see the number and tell me how many digits are there before the decimal point. And what is the
1.
what is the characteristic for this?
0. 0.
0 is the characteristic. Okay. Then in this number, how many digits are there before decimal point?
2.
There are two digits. Before the decimal point, there are 2 digits. Then what is the characteristic?
1.
Characteristic is 1.
1.
Okay. Then come to the next. How many digits are there?
3.
Before the decimal point, how many digits are there?
3.
3 are there. Then what is the characteristic?
2.
Characteristic is 2. Okay. In this way, you remember before the decimal point, how many digits are there? You count. In the total number of digits, you deduct 1. Whatever answer comes, that is the characteristic. Okay. Then if the digits are not there, if the numbers are not there before the decimal point, if there is no number before the decimal point, if there is no digit in the digit before the decimal point, then how to find the characteristic? For example, here is the 0, 2.
-1.
Huh? Minus
1.
1. How you find that? Tell me the explanation.
0 minus 1.
0 minus
1.
1. How to see the characteristic? Remember, once again I am telling you, before the decimal point, if there are digits, you count the digit and reduce by 1. Whatever answer comes, that is the characteristic if there are numbers before the decimal point. If there is no number before the decimal point, then you have to find the number of zeros after the decimal point continuously before starting a number. Remember this my point. After the decimal point, you count the number of zeros before starting a number. You see here, decimal point is there. After the decimal point, there is a number. That is 2. 0.2 is there. Okay. After the point, decimal point, is there any zero? After the decimal point, is there any zero? No zero. So, you remember, after the decimal point, you count the zeros before starting any number. Before starting any number. Remember this. You count the zeros, then increase 1. 1, and give the characteristic. So here there is no zero. Here there is no zero. Therefore, the characteristic is bar 1. Remember this, bar 1. No zero. No zero. You add 1. In the above, you count the numbers, reduce 1. And here, you count the 0 and add 1. You see next one. You tell me how many zeros are there after the decimal point continuously before starting a number.
1.
Continue. Huh?
1.
1 0 is there. If 1 0 is there, you have to add 1 for it. Then what is the characteristic?
1 bar.
Huh? 1 0 is there. Okay, if 1 is 0, then another 1 you have to add. Here there is no 0, characteristic is 1. If there is a 1 0, characteristic is bar 2. Remember this. You count the zeros continuously before starting a number. Bar 2 is the characteristic. Remember this. Then what is the characteristic for here? How many zeros are there continuously after the decimal point?
3.
3 zeros are there. Okay. Here after the decimal point, 1, 2, 3 zeros are there. And don't consider the 0 after the number. Don't consider 0 after the number. This 0 is not considered. This is not considered. This is not considered. Remember this. Okay, continuously how many zeros are there? You count to that total number of zeros, add 1 and calculate the characteristic. Then what is the characteristic here?
4.
Your answer is 4. Not only 4, it is bar 4. Remember this. It is bar 4. Okay. Any doubt regarding calculating the characteristic? In this way, you have to calculate the characteristic. Okay. Then how to see the logarithm table. In the logarithm table, there are 3 parts. How many parts are there? There are 3 parts. There are 3 parts in the logarithm. First part is called natural number. second part is called as Mantissa, third part is called as mean difference. Have you seen the logarithm table or not?
Yes.
Okay, this is the logarithm table. You remember here. This part is called as natural number. First two numbers you have to take. And this part is called as Mantissa. And this is called as mean difference. There are three parts. Okay. This is the logarithm table. This logarithm table you have to see. For example, 0, 1, 2, 5.6. This is the number. How to see this number in this logarithm table? Okay, you see here. You leave the zero, first zero, number starting from the 1, 2, 5, 6. You don't look at the point, forget the decimal point, first two numbers. First two numbers you see in the natural number, and third 5 in the Mantissa, and 6 number in the mean difference. This is the point you remember. This is the point you remember. Okay, you see here 125, 125. How to see this in the logarithm table? Number is 125. Always first two number in the natural number in the first column. In the first column, first two number. Third number in the Mantissa. Third number in the second part. And third part, fourth number in the mean difference. Fourth number is not there. So you will see only in the two column. If here is the 6, 4 numbers are there. You see 12 in the first column, natural number. And 5 in the 5 column. 6 in the mean difference column. This column you have to see. And 12 you see in the 12 line, 5 column, 5 come to here. In this way you have to see. Here is the number. In this number, whatever mean difference 6, come to 6 here. In the 6 column, there is 21. This 21 you have to add in the Mantissa. You have to add in the Mantissa. This is the way of calculating and ascertaining the logarithm. Remember this. Clear? This is the way of finding the logarithm. 12, 5, 6. In this way you have to see. For example, 0.006 0.006 is number is there. How to see logarithm for this? You leave the 0 and decimal point. All these points you forget. Only 6 number is there. You 6 number is there. Nothing is there. You give 6 number is there. For this 6 number only is there. Only 6 number is there. Forget the points and zeros. Then give 3 zeros. And then you see 60 in the natural number, 0 column mean difference, and 0 in the Mantissa, and the 0 in the mean difference. Mean difference is not there. 0 column. In this way, you see the logarithm table. This is the way of finding the logarithm. Okay. Remember this. With one or two examples, I'll tell you the same. You see the example. One example I'll take now. You see the problem. Find the compound interest on rupees 2,750 at 4 integer 1/2% rate. Find the compound interest on rupees 2,750 at 4 integer 1/2% in 4 integer 1/2 years. This is the given problem. They ask to calculate compound interest. Whenever they ask to calculate compound interest, you calculate amount first. Calculate the amount and then deduct principal. You calculate the amount and deduct principal, you will get the interest. You see here, P is 2,750, N is 4.5. 4 integer 1/2 means 4.5 years. Rate is also 4.5. Then you write the amount is question mark. You calculate amount. So amount is equal to P in the bracket 1 plus R by 100 raised to N. This is your equation. If you fill the values 2,750, 1 plus 4.5 divided by 100 raised to 4.5. Okay. So A is equal to 2,750 in the bracket. You take the LCM. You take the LCM. 100 plus 4.5 divided by 100 raised to 4.5. Therefore, A is equal to 2,750 in the bracket 104.5 divided by 100 raised to 4.5. This is the next step. In the next step, 2,750 into 1.045 raised to 4.5. This is the last stage. In this stage, you have to apply the log. In this stage, you have to apply the log. So log A is equal to log 2,750. Log 2,750, and in these two terms, multiplication sign is there. Multiplication sign is there. Therefore, you give plus sign and write the value. Power point will be multiplied. Power value will be multiplied with the log of the base. Log of the base. So 4.5 log 1.045. In this way, you have to write. Then log A is equal to 3.4393. How I calculated this? The characteristic of this 2,750, 2750. Here 4 terms are there. 4-digit number is there. For 4-digit number, characteristic is 3. You reduce 1, that is 3. Then you see the logarithm table. Logarithm table, natural number 27, Mantissa 5 column, 27, 5, mean difference 0. In this way you have to see. And its total is 4393. Tomorrow onwards, you maintain the logarithm table with you. logarithm table with you people. 4393. Okay. Then next part you have to see the logarithm. 4.4 you leave write as it is. Regarding this 1.045, how to see this in the logarithm table? You have to see this number. You have to see this number in the logarithm table. Here 4 numbers are there. 4 numbers are there. You forget the decimal point. You forget the decimal point. You see first two. That is 10. 10 in the natural number. Then 4 in the Mentissa. And 5 mean difference. 5 mean difference. In this way, you see the logarithm table. 10, 4 column, mean difference 5. You see whatever is there in the mean difference, you add in the Mentissa. You add in the Mentissa. Therefore, 10, 4 column. 10, 4 column is 170. 0.0170. And 5 is 21. If you take the total, its value is 0.0195. 0.0195. 0.0195 I taken with the help of 10 line, 4 column, 4th column Mentissa, and added 5 columns mean difference. Its answer is 0.195. Okay. Then in the next step, log A is equal to, first you write as it is and multiply by 4.5 for the second part. 4.5 into 0.0195. If you multiply this, its answer is 0.08775. You may forget the last number. Only you write only 5 numbers. You don't write this 5. Only 4 digit you write. Okay. Now you take the total of these two. You take the total of these two is equal to 3.5270. 5270. This is the log A. Then you have to see this in the logarithm, anti-logarithm table. How to see this in the anti-logarithm table? You see this in the anti-logarithm table. That is the 4 numbers you have to see. These 4 numbers you have to see in the anti-logarithm table. First 2 points, 0.52 natural number. Then the third 7 number you see in the Mentissa and 0 in the mean difference. In this way you have to see. This point you have to see. If you go through the anti-logarithm table,